Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and last night was one of those nights where you roll over in bed and you're like, whoa, look at that. Over the last 24 hours, what do we have here? We've got, and it's interesting because XRP seems to be surging all on its own. It was up over 16% on the 24 hours. Then we've got, this is Coin Paprika. Let me do a little refresh here. You'll see that XRP is up 31% in 7 days. Now, one thing we've always said is that, and I'm not saying that's what's going on, but whether this is that, who knows? But I've always said you're not going to see the XRP price shoot up when the SEC an SEC settlement or the end of the case with regulatory clarity. The price, I believe, will start moving before that announcement because there's always a handful of people that just find things out. And so that will be the indicator. Now, who knows if that's what this is. Now, I did give a shout out to CNBC, Andrew Ross Sorkin, Joe Kernan, and Becky Quick. And I said, every time Bitcoin passes win, you have a huge headline across the screen. XRP's up 15% today. How about them apples? Where's your coverage on that? And then I said this. I picture them over there at CNBC on the phone with Mike Novogratz. Hey, Mike, can you come on and scratch your head for a while and act like you don't understand why XRP would be going up? It would be really helpful. Thanks. Well, folks, I'm not telling you that those people were involved in anything or that Mike Novogratz was, but I will tell you this. Since I got into this, there has been a coordinated, I am convinced it's a coordinated PR move to any time that any other digital asset comes into the realm of Bitcoin and to where it could be a danger to Bitcoin, the FUD, everything, they're all sent out, okay? And I don't know who's behind it. I don't know who's involved in it. I have my guesses, but there's no question that that's part of what's been going on for years. No question. Now, this is an interesting little video. This is by a guy named Zach Rector. You can give him a follow at Zach Rector7, and you can also go give him a subscribe on his channel. It's Zach Rector. Give him a subscribe. He put out this little clip right here, which I find fascinating. He says, I hope your bags are packed. Bold prediction from the Reaper. $15 XRP in 30 seconds.
Stephen, you said 4 digits is your potential target over the next 5 to 10 years. Patrick, we've talked about 4 and 5 digits as well. How bumpy of a ride is it going to be on the way up?
I think the initial, Ripple Labs is cleared. Everything's good to go. We're all honky-dory again. 30-second, maybe a minute, $15 XRP, the instant FOMO. And then you've got, all these US-based companies that are like, hey, we can finally dip our toe in. We don't have to worry about, whether we're going to lose our pants on this because it might be a security. It might not. We might be able to keep it. We might get sued for it. I think it'll be instant, probably at least $15. Maybe over a week we run up to 100, maybe $200, and then there'll probably be some big retracement. And then I think the rest of it's kind of up to Ripple itself. Partnerships adding to that on-demand liquidity. And all these other countries that want to come in and have them make a Ripple help with a CBDC or whatever it is, and then we go back to maybe, like I said, a 4 or 5 year period to reach $5,000. But it depends. Do the exchanges have to buy up XRP to start selling it again? Does Coinbase have a bag set aside already? Or are they going to pick up another 200 million XRP. I think, things could go anywhere, but I expect at least an instant, probably $10, $15 XRP within minutes.
Listen, I don't think what he's saying is unreasonable, and here's why. If you get a resolution to that SEC case, what you get is you get what Bitcoin and Ethereum have had because of the Ethereum free pass for 3+ years. You get that instantly if you get clarity with it. Think about this. Since Ripple's inception, since XRP's inception, you've had this cloud of uncertainty over the top of it, I believe intentionally. If you remove that uncertainty after 8 years, all of the people out there, all the people, whether it's an investor or whether it's banks who've been wanting to buy it and hold it or use it, all of a sudden can. And that, or institutions, just imagine the people who have been sitting on the sidelines, the institutions that have been sitting on the sidelines who could now get in. So there's no all bets are off when that happens. I love this. Hassan Alanazi, I'm sure I'm butchering your name, sorry. It's never too late to convert your Ethereum to XRP and get rid of the gas burden. That is so true. The truth is right in the middle of the room, whether they like it or not. Okay, now Paul Vigna had tweeted this out. The Super Bowl, this Super Bowl is going to be the year of crypto, folks. We've been talking about this since I started this channel. I have made these comparisons. Well, I was around during the .com boom, okay? And during the .com boom, for those of you, especially you young people, the way that worked was, and this is what's so exciting about crypto, the way that worked was the only way you were going to get rich during the .com boom is if you either got stock options or you're a venture capitalist or you were the founder of a company, because you had to get equity in these companies, these .com companies, and then you wanted them to go public or be bought out, and then you retired in style. That's how Mark Cuban made his money with broadcast.com. Well, this time there's two things on the menu, folks, and back during the .com, what it was famous for is all the extravagant commercials, but there's a couple of differences here. First difference is this time you can invest in the picks and the shovels. You can buy into the companies themselves, and you can also buy into the digital assets. And the other thing that's different this time is back during .com, they thought that it was an acceptable business model because it was the internet, that you could be in total debt making no money, and that was going to be okay, and then somewhere down the road you're going to make a lot of money. This time, these crypto companies that you're about to see start advertising on the Super Bowl ads, they're already making billions. Not all of them, but the Binances of the world, they've been making billions for years. And now they're going to advertise. It makes sense. So this time, in my opinion, the IPO wave coming is even bigger than what it was in the .com, because these companies are actually legit making money. And this is why I keep showing, this is why I'm so excited about Link2. Now, this is the guy that they just got as Vice President of Sales and Business. Listen to this.
Hello, Link2 family. I'm Will Petrusky. I'm Link2's new Vice President of Sales and Business Development. I'm speaking to you today from Missoula, Montana. I just wanted to share how excited I am to have joined the Link2 team. When I first heard of Link2's mission, private investing made simple, along with their desire to democratize access to this particular asset class for as little as $10,000, no management fee, no brokerage fee, no carried interest, I knew Link2 was going to change the way the world invests, and I wanted to become a part of it. Did you know a recent study showed that all major institutions see themselves as underallocated in private equity? Unlike 20 years ago, most corporations are waiting longer and longer to go public, so the vast majority of shareholder wealth is created pre-IPO versus post-IPO, and as an investor, that's where you want to be playing ball. So I encourage all of you, review your investment thesis, review your portfolios, hop on over to link2.com, take a look at our portfolio of offerings. You'll see future unicorns. You'll see companies like Ripple, Varo, Uphold, Whoop, even Link2 itself. And you can get started with a click of a button. If you have any questions, I'm happy to talk to you. I can be reached at will@link2.com. Look forward to meeting you. Until then, have a great day. Stay warm. Look forward to you joining the family.
There you go. And now you have access through Link2. Traditionally, to get into pre-IPO shares or private equity, you'd have to have $250,000 just to get in. These guys have opened it up. You do have to be accredited, but they've opened it up to as little as a $10,000 investment. And so you can do that. And also, the other thing is, many of you that have been staring at your phones might have become accredited over the last 24 hours. So you might want to check up on that. They are sold out of Ripple. I can't promise you, but I'm hoping they're going to be adding Ripple back onto the platform soon. We'll see. Heo Seiko Carmona sent me this. Dilip Rao, who used to work for Ripple, tweeted this out. India to launch CBDC in 2022-2023. Key drivers may be currency management. Public consultation on crypto status still underway. How many times have we seen articles on India saying they were going to ban crypto? I think about 10 or 20. They're not banning anything. Now, John Deaton tweeted this out. This is a tweet about Iran and Russia. Iran and Russia seek to topple the petrodollar's dominance. National interest. What have I been saying, folks? John Deaton says, I'm sure this is part of the national security issues that will be addressed in Biden's executive order. Then Jimmy Valley came in and tweeted an older article from Ripple, and he says, everyone is now beginning to understand that the petrodollar is dying. If not already dead, what will Saudi Arabia use to replace the U.S. dollar? And there's a whole article here, Ripple and Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. This is from back in February 2018. You can go and check it out. Easy Google. Then there's this, Riz XRP. I wanted to read you a couple of things. This is from, I've always thought these people who seemed to have some information or know something that were on Twitter and they disappeared that were around back in 2018-19 are interesting. This is one of them that had disappeared, called Rachel Lee. If you think only JP Morgan was calling crypto a scam while building their own secretly, I think again, because there's a whole new global financial system being built in secret for years, now by the IMF, BIS, central banks, etc. XRP will take the role of the US dollar plays today. We are impatient and we want to see XRP get to $1,000 in the blink of an eye. XRP will easily glide to 3 to 4 digits. When the world is ready to accept and fully implement new global financial system, all efforts are being made to position XRP as a global reserve bridge asset. Then this was the same person in XRP chat right here. More and more. Now think about what's going on right now that we're watching with China, Russia, Iran, and all this right now. This is Rachel Lee back. When did she do this? This is from somewhere around in 2018. Okay. More and more nations are seeking to walk away from the US dollar and conduct their trades in their own currencies. I hope you can see where this is headed. If you can't, this means the US dollar as a global reserve currency used for trade is being dropped. As the US dollar fades from being used in trade between multiple nations, a new system would need to step up and step in to bridge the gap. This is where Ripple and XRP come in. And this is why the globalists are all over this project. What you see is by design, not accident. SWIFT has two options: die off like the US dollar reserve status, or hook up with Ripple Tech and survive. SWIFT is already on board with Ripple. Do your research, connect the dots. There's no other way SWIFT survives what's coming. The US dollar reserve status keeps SWIFT alive. Coming back to the IMF and the global liquidity crisis that's unfolding. The IMF, as we all know, is just another globalist organization, just like the US Federal Reserve. They are all interconnected and they are all over Ripple. The IMF is not going to use gold and silver in any new monetary system, or deliverance of liquidity. What they may do is ask nations to hand over gold in return for XRP. XRP value is going to be significantly higher from where it is now, and that can occur overnight. It won't take much once XRP is live. Ripple are already well positioned and at the end stages. Brad Garlinghouse talks about the marathon at the final leg. Ripple, being a globalist company, has no use for XRP in escrow. They can distribute it amongst themselves. Everyone already has their allocations of XRP. The rest is for the IMF. or whichever globalist bank takes over to re-liquidify the world. 50 billion XRP in escrow, for example, at $1,000 per XRP will position the IMF in a perfect position to re-liquidify the world, as well as ask nations to hand over their gold for XRP. Do you think Ripple is successful on their own? Of course not. They need the tech and the blessings. Some people ask a silly question or make a silly statement like why would the IMF buy XRP from Ripple or force Ripple to hand it over? It doesn't work like that. Ripple is creating digital gold with the help of the globalists. That's just part of the deal. Hand it over. Chris Larson and Arthur Brito get to be trillionaires. Others get to be multi-billionaires, and you and I get to keep a slice of the pie as well. Ripple has no other use for the $50 billion in escrow. And all you have to do is sit back and watch it all play out like a movie. This is just my opinion, Anyway, I'm not saying that every word of that's true. I'm just saying that many of the words in there are fascinating against the backdrop of what we are watching unfold, folks. Then there's this. JP Morgan has put out a report, and they are questioning why XRP would be following Bitcoin for the most part all these years. And my question was, where's the disclaimer that JP Morgan has been working with Joseph Lubin and the Ethereum founders since before the public mainnet launch? That's what I had the question on. Now, we've seen recently all the hacking. I want to make sure everybody knows you need to have an antivirus. There's about 3 or 4 things you need to have if you're investing in crypto. A, you need to have an antivirus software on your computer. B, you need to have a virtual private network on your computer so you can surf the web securely and anonymously. Okay, that's at the top of the description of this video. 3, you need to have a Ledger Nano OS so your private keys are in your control. And 4, and that's in the description of this video too. And 4, you need to have a YubiKey if you're going to put any of your digital assets on Coinbase to leave them or anything, because with the YubiKey, which is only 40 or 50 bucks, if someone doesn't have that key to put in their computer to log in, they're not getting in your accounts. It's institutional grade security, and that also is in the description of this video. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family to go get themselves a pure VPN. Thanks.